funky on a Friday night, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Three, two, one, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
My baby loves spin. I see the bed of between the between. With everything around my room, around my world so bright room, all around my room. It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. I love my baby loves spin. Alright, breathe. Alright, room. It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Three, two, one, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey guys, it's me, Jimmy Fart 2026. The real one.
I've got something pretty cool to show you guys.
It's my piano. I'm gonna play some piano. And sing also. I'm gonna sing. Jimmy Fart, that's my name. My name is Jimmy Fart 2026. Yes, my Jimmy Fart. Welcome to my place. I love it. I play here all the time. Yes, I'm Jimmy Fart. That's my name. Jimmy Fart 2026. This is my place. I hope you like it. It's where I live. Jimmy Fart, that's my name. 2026.
Three, two, one, go!
On a Friday night yet. Getting freaky on a Friday night yet. Got what it takes. Get freaky on a Friday night, on a Friday night yet.
Alright, bud. That's it. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Yep. Right, yep. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, did you hear that? Jeff the Killer has just said hush. It's almost as if he is trying to make you stop talking. This actually reminds me of that one time me and my buddy Roger went on a fishing trip to his grandma's village. But we were both high as hell. Despite that, we caught a lot of fish, except not really, since it turns out we were actually at my home this entire time, sitting in the bathroom and catching the same piece of jerky for the past day, needless to say. After that, we went to the local pizzeria because we were hungry as hell because we didn't actually catch anything. So we ordered a large pepperoni pizza and waited. As I sat there and looked at Roger, I couldn't help but think how cute he was. His hair was a complete and utter fucking mess, and he looked like he hasn't slept in 5 days. But even then, he was still beautiful. I didn't know how to tell him that, or if I even should. I didn't know how he would react. He was the type of guy who would probably beat the ever-living shit out of someone if he found out they were a But I couldn't help but feel like I was the exception. As our pizza arrived, we both tried to reach out for a slice, and his hand touched mine. I paused. For a second, I existed in a state of pure bliss, and as I looked up at him, I could see his cute face with his eyes wide open. I awkwardly pulled my hand back, and so did he. Despite this only lasting for a second or two, I could feel myself blushing like I was jorking it. Roger then said, I could have that slice, and I just looked at him like at a fucking moron and said that there are more than enough slices for 2 of us. And he looked away, seemingly hurt, but I could also see a little rose on his cheeks. I apologized. Sorry, I said, and that when Roger turned back and said, You know, Mike, I wanted to tell you something for a while, and my stomach churned. Did I fuck up? Was I such a massive fuck-up of a friend he wanted to tell me he doesn't wish to associate anymore? But instead he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but I love the way you speak with me. How purely free and unapologetic you are. Every word you say, you mean it. And I am glad I can always rely on you for an opinion. And I could feel myself blushing like a fucking schoolgirl. But this was about the best chance I could possibly get, so I took it. I also have something to tell you, I say, before pausing. I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to tell him all this or not. This could ruin our friendship, but I knew that if I didn't tell him, I would never be able to live in peace. So I manned up and started speaking again. I always loved you, your look and your smiles, your words and your actions. They all mean so much to me, and I just don't know how I can live without you ever again. The words exited out of my mouth in a stream of barely comprehensible sounds, but it seems to have still conveyed the meaning to Roger, as his jaw opened a bit. I was fully prepared for him to start slamming me into the table or worse, but instead of looked me dead in the eyes and said, I also love you. I could just never tell you because I was too afraid of you rejecting me. My eyes opened wide in shock. Reject you? I would die before I would reject you. I said, I love you, Roger. I confessed once more, looking at him not with fear, but with need. I need him to be mine. I love you too, Mike, he said, before leaning in, and I did the same, and his lips touched mine, and at last we shared a kiss. And then the cashier came up to us and screamed at us, I will not have in my pizzeria, and kicked us out. But from that day forward, I would always hold Roger's hand whenever we were alone. He was no longer my friend, but he was my boyfriend, and I love and treasure him more than anything. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Yay, I think Jeff the Killer did 9/11.
What is this?
Jimmy, that's my name is me for 2620.
How the fucking fuck did you even lose
On this song, it's a
freebie?
alright, you don't even get a video to pair with this game over. You just get
Shame.
shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Look at that. Look at shame on you. Hi, Jimmy Fart. Hate you. I'll be fucking die in real life. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Shame on you, though. Shame.